Welcome back everyone, my name is Zero. Back here with more. Hold up, I need to check my mic because I got a new one. Yep, it's the one. I am back here with more for Emblem 3 Houses. And as you can see, I burp time travel again. You're gonna see a lot of that with other ones. But I've been doing some things like off screen, just kind of like putting more stats on characters, trying to get them to learn new classes and all that. Like I had Manuela go through Mage so she can learn Fiendish Flow, and I also gave her the better reason because let's be honest, the fact that she can't use Dark Magic in my opinion is kind of dumb. But then again, you could make it a point like, oh, she's a healer, she's not supposed to be offensively oriented, but she gets freaking bolting, which is an amazing spell by the way. But yeah, I'll admit her list is kind of dumb with Thunder, Bogno, and Bolting. But she does get double uses out of them, so that's fine by me. I've done some more things, like I made freaking... I was so bored, I went through all this with Shamir. I raised her strength stat to 30, so now she does even more damage. Which is really unnecessary on hard mode. I did the same with Anna as well. Because Anna gets nothing in this game in regards to her actual capabilities. So what I plan to do is that I might do the swords. No, now we're just gonna like skip to the end of the month and do. Actually, no. Here's what we'll do. I figured out what I need to do to recruit Sylvain. So I was saying like ranting about, oh yeah, my charm stat's so high. Well, it turns out charm is like one of the really high stats you need to in order to get two characters. One being Hilda and the other being Sylvain. Sylvain needs 25 charm in order for you to recruit him, which is really dumb, but also kind of makes sense unless you're female biased, and he just joins outright. And the dude's just kind of shallow. Like, you know the reason why he's joining your class, but whatever. But I do like him more. Anyway, so we're going to explore real quick. I might buff up Manuela's stats, and we'll see how the things go through. And yeah, you may notice my voice may come through a little clearer. Or in fact, it might be louder now. Cause let me check while we go. I might have to lower it down because when I tested it earlier, it was so much louder and so much clearer. Because yeah, I have a new mic. Because I will be having a new setup in regards to recording, but I won't have a good setup in regards to. What I need is like I need a better capture card. Because even though I don't get screen tearing as much now, like yay, I don't have to worry about, freaking screen tearing. What I have to worry about is still the encoding overload because this is just a work PC technically. It's not like, oh, I'm not work. It's like a work-related PC, I should say. Like, it's used primarily just for like, oh, let's type up some papers and all that, and for school. It's not really for like, this is not a gaming laptop where it's just like super expensive to buy. It'd be easier. It'd be cheaper to build one on my own, but I also just do not have the time in order to do that because being a student full time just kind of sucks. Well, it doesn't. Well, I mean, it kind of does, but it's not like god awful. I should say it's well enough to where I could do my own thing. So we'll do all what we usually do: collect stuff, yada yada yada, give items to characters who need it. I.e. something like Manuela, who needs more magic, despite being a magic unit, has very terrible magic growths. Anyways, though, like, yeah, if you want to just keep doing, the whole time travel shenanigans and get items, like, you can keep coming back to the Holy Tomb, like, every week and get very, very good items. Like you saw, you get permanent stat boosters here, so it's probably pretty good for you to come here consistently if you want to do it, because you'll see it in the other playthroughs that I already have going on that are going to be just in preparation of like, oh, what if Byleth was ultra prepared? Like in the meme of like Goku and Vegeta, like, but they're super ultra prepared. Well, Byleth was super ultra prepared for the very obvious thing that's going to happen because this game is not very old, but it's old at this point. It's like 3 or 4 years old at this point. Because it came out like what, 2019, 2018. It was coming out before, the bug, and I know because I was able to complete my first playthrough at my older house. My first playthrough, and I was able to finish it. And then I started on Golden Deer. I meandered through that, and by the time I started Blue Lions, the bug had hit by the time I got like halfway through blue lines because I just hit the massive fatigue on 3 houses. Like I just hit 3 houses fatigue and I didn't play this game for like 2 years. Other than like hopping on, grinding for a little bit, I'm like, alright, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. Like that's how bad it got for me. And let's see. We have all the traveling merchants. Like you'll need some of these for like the items that they give you for like some of the things that show up. You won't need the advanced seals because you can buy those now. Like early on, you'll probably need it. You'll probably need some of these items, but if you've been like gold is not very hard to come through. You'll need mithril. Trust me, you'll need mithril for like some of those rusted weapons that turn out to be the legendary items. Anyways, let's give some magic herbs to Manuela, you know, like one of our healers at Magic Eaters who has very crap magic stat growth. I think this puts her at 22, which isn't much. Yeah, it's not much. I'll probably do this more off screen, and like I said, you're gonna see it with the other playthroughs. Let's see. Everyone else is gonna get high growth because I put them in like very specific classes, so I think now we can just kind of hurry up and skip to the end of the month and just kind of like do what we normally do. It's like, oh, okay, I might do like one battle before we do this because I like doing the monster thing. So yeah, you know what? We'll probably make this like a fight-based episode where we're just training with everyone. We'll just auto-instruct. I probably should have done this, like all that. And you're just kind of like seeing what's something I'm doing with Flame because I'm doing it on purpose. Like I've stopped giving her like mega ultra classes because you know, if you know anything about this, like we'll probably do this. We'll do this particular playthrough first with Black Eagles, and you'll see why later. But yeah, I'm not really focusing on Flame. In fact, Flame's gonna get very little attention in this particular run. And depending on how well the monster fights go, I might or may not, like, you know, go back into it. So I'll probably show off, like, one, like, the monster fight. And then we'll jump to the actual... Oh, it's a desert map. You know what? Screw it. Yeah, no, we're not gonna do the monster fight. We're just gonna skip to the end of the month. Skip to the end of the day. Like, we really don't need training. Our characters are really over-leveled at this point, if we're being honest. You know what, we'll get this in, why not? I was planning to also recruit Sylvain, but you know what, we'll do that later. In fact, I think I'll put off recruiting Sylvain as long as I possibly can, and then we'll just go with the whole, you know, the time jump thing, so I can, like, you know, get his stuff ready and all that. Anyways, everyone's kind of like leveling up, you know, appropriately. So I'm like gonna put characters in like, I may do a crack class. Where it's like, why are you doing this? But yeah, like you can kind of like tell by like I mastered like 3 of the classes because I literally just had Byleth stand there and dodge tank, like you can't touch this, and it ended up with like that. I was able to master a class of Bernie, turn her into a sniper, so we'll have that. I might put some other classes. I might regress some classes, or I might do my other playthrough as the basis for what we do next because of how ultra powerful it is already, despite the fact they're a chapter behind, because I like to grind. I like to grind out my stat boosters, because I hate maddening mode. If it's gonna cheat, I'm gonna cheat back. Anyways, though, the Remire Calamity. It's finally time we get this done.
We've got to go. Now.
Why now? What's going on? Yeah, like, okay, what's going on?
The situation in Remire Village has changed drastically. We don't know much more than that.
That doesn't warrant us immediately going, but alright.
Reports that the villagers are killing each other.
Okay, never mind.
Houses are burning. Regardless, we need to move.
Alright, that's fair enough, I suppose. Move quickly. Oh god. Oh Jesus Christ, what the... Good lord! What is just that, she just laughed, like turned into like,
Help! Somebody please help!
oh god.
What's going on here?
This is horrific. It's even more revolting. More terrible than I expected.
Here's the thing. Depending on your answer, you actually can make Edelgard dislike you here, but we'll go with it really is horrifying.
Yes, we must find a way to save this village.
True. But if we are not careful about how we proceed, we will only increase the death toll.
The villagers are attacking each other. Let's knock them all out one by one.
Always so reckless. You do know that if we mess up, we will either kill or be killed, right?
Still, we cannot just stand here twiddling our thumbs and doing nothing.
I'd really like to go home now. But there's no time for thoughts like that. We have to help them. I am waiting for your orders with full readiness.
Wait. Those people over there, they seem to be observing the chaos. They must be behind this. Eliminate them and rescue all of the unafflicted villagers.
Oh, looks like Edelgard's taking charge here for this mission. Even though it really doesn't make sense. This month's recruiting popularity. Manuela, why I'm not surprised. This is the first month you can recruit her. I got Hennerman, Shamir, Felix, Catherine, Dorothea, Mercedes, and Ingrid.
Thank you.
Ingrid's last. I kind of expect that. You have to kind of like bump her. Like Ingrid out of house, I believe, is much easier to deal with. Yes, because I lost all my battalions. Because I got hit too many times, despite the fact that I was like, dodge thinking. Okay, so the goal of this is, I believe, to save as many villagers as possible. Because characters like this, the rampaging villager, which is like, we don't see this often. The one who just like citizens who live here. It's actually kind of funny. It's like, alright, you have this villager here. Like, it's actually kind of hard to get to some of these characters. Famas, what the frick? Mysterious soldier. Can we zoom in on them? Not yet, because we saw this with the other maps. Like, other things were happening. We got mysterious soldier over there. I guess like our goal should be just to take out all the villagers. So we want as many flying units as possible. Flying and not mounted like this mounted. We want characters that can fly. So characters like Constance we want to take out because she's a Valkyrie because I had finally mastered her class. And we want to take out character like Annette, even though I want to like use a character like her. I want characters like Ingrid. Let's see, who else do we got that can really put in work? You know what? I use Bernie. Why? Because I like Bernadetta. I would want to show off Anna because I do like Anna as well. And I probably need to bump up Bernadetta's like attack. Ooh, I should throw some keys on everyone though. Like all our like main flying units, characters like Dorothea who can kind of afford it, who can you see all the crap I have. We'll give her like 2 chest keys. We'll give you a chest key too, and Felix will give you some chest keys. All right, that should go well for everyone. So I believe we can get through with this. Rout the enemy, Byleth, Edelgard, or Geralt falls in battle.
There are some suspicious-looking ruffians out there, but our top priority is to rescue the villagers. Got it? I'll rein in the villagers who've turned violent. You focus on rescuing the others.
See our main. Save the villagers that are being tapped by the rampaging villagers, and that should be pretty simple. Alright, I thought we were gonna get a cutscene there or something, so let's see.
I will prevail.
So what you gotta do here is, unfortunately, yeah, you just gotta like take out these villagers. So it's not gonna be that difficult because they literally do nothing to us. Like, watch this. Crit. Okay. There we go.
Thank you.
Yeah, and all you gotta do is take out the rampaging villager that's kind of like corresponding to them.
Oh, no.
Case in point with Bernadetta, like the killer bro here. Bop. It's just like the damage stacking that we have up right now. That's the only thing. Like, you can master classes, like, look at Bernadetta, Bow Fear, Death Blow, Bow Prowess, Bow Crit. It's like ridiculous how much I stacked up on attack. You'll even see it with how
I will get
cracked
the
out the stats and damage are with our other units in the future playthrough I got going for you. We'll use this killer axe that's not even upgraded, and she's still doing like massive amounts of damage because we want the terrain bonus. Go with Felix. Like, he's doing more damage with a basic iron axe because I have axe crit. Look, damage stack, he's fun. And look, he gets a crit. Bernadetta, the character who had a very high crit count, is the only one who didn't really crit like that. Here. I don't wanna, like, doing this seems like really unnecessary. So let's get someone like Cynthia over here and do massive damage with my asthma. Even she got a crit. What is this, like, 11% crit that everyone's, like, getting? What the frig? Let's hear.
That's my cue.
Let's attack with... Oh, wow, we can attack with thunder. Like, right outside of me. You're just like... It's like, take out the villagers. They're beyond redemption. Let's get Leone. Fight alongside her Isle. With kill axe. Oh, look, another crit. Yeah, it's really... This is what happens. Like, hard mode is not hard at the beginning. It's like... It's really dumb. Like, it's the level of difficulty between the original hard mode in Awakening versus the Lunatic mode, which is cracked out beyond belief. It's kind of like that, except I feel like this Maddening mode is more unfair than Lunatic mode. At least with Lunatic mode, you could kind of get away. Actually, no, never mind. It's like going from hard to Lunatic Plus. That's what I feel like this is. It's like going from hard to Lunatic Plus. And look, you see the villagers are trying. Oh, look, we got a dodge. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, you really need to move in to save the villagers as soon as possible. Hey, that's some prime experience I can get there. And Gerald. Oh wow, they can double Gerald. You can probably argue that our Gerald's old, and that the fact that they're just attacking randomly like a psycho, that's why they're able to double. Because they're just like, rah, just swinging the sword away. But they do nothing, and Gerald ends up debuffing them. Which I believe gives him his skill in Heroes. I don't know if they gave him Blade Breaker, but I think they gave him like Seal, Attack, and Defense.
The one giving commands in the back. I'm certain that's Tomas the librarian.
Why Tomas? I have no idea. Alright, yeah, so I threw a key on you. Who else I threw a key on? I think I threw a key on, like, Marianne. I already forgot. My memory's god-awful. Like, anything in regards to, like, what, even planning for, like, stuff like this, or, like, oh god, my memory's just, like, god-awful, because I am horrible. But you do stuff like this. I think I gave one to Marianne. So, there's a... I know there was another chest. I know there's, like, 3 chests here in this level. Am I? Was I tripping? I probably was. No, there's one right here. There's one over by, that other villager we saved, I believe the first villager. Yeah, no, I think I was just tripping. There's 2 in this level. Well, here, we can get this. What's in this? I think this has a stat booster, yeah. Giant shell. Very good stat booster. And it's a good thing that the villagers immediately go for the forest. Because that helps. Anyway, we will mount here, and we'll attack with this, what, killer axe and get another crit. Good. Really? Like this degenerate playstyle that I'm doing, it's just like, it's kind of fun, but it's just like, it's just kind of time wasting as well. Because like, you have to be very patient in order to like, continually do this over and over and over and over and not get bored. Which is why I'm able to kind of like, get away with it when I do other stuff, like just listening to YouTube in the background or something like that. Like, I played this game enough times to know how to have fun and kind of cheese it, and when it's okay. Let's go kill Lawrence. I need to put, like, a new weapon. I think I gave her axe fairy. I keep forgetting to, like, put axes on her, because I plan to make her something different. I think I was going to make her Wyvern Lord just to boost up her strength. But... Oh, yeah, by the way, can we zoom in on these guys now? Okay, you can't see on this one. Oh, you can't see it on this one, and you can't see it on Tomas either. So let's see, like, you saw it with the other level, the differences between the characters, at least in the character models. Let's see, let's move her a bit up, because she can't really do anything from back here. I probably should have made her mount a class.
What are you doing here?
I'm not Tomas. My name is Solon, the savior of all.
Tomas, what are you doing here?
Okay, yeah, I had to play that to make sure you guys can hear that. Oh, Jesus Christ.
What's the matter? So shocked you can't even speak.
More shocked at how ugly you are.
You were so easily fooled by my disguise. I was hiding away in Garrick Muck to get the blood of that little girl called Flame. With her blood, we'll be one step closer to realizing our goal.
And that goal is defeat the enemy contender now. Like, now you just gotta defeat him. Oh, hey, it's time for round goddamn 3!
That's the Death Knight. He must be an ally of Tomas, or Solon, or whoever he is.
Anyway, he's like, "Grr," it just like bounced off the scales of the dragon. Like, really? I need a picture of that where Felix is pathetic, Virgil style that way. Oh god, and he still hit him. Like, you dodged the 84, but you can't dodge the 54. Okay. Okay, I gotta be careful now because these like they're running out of health. Like, run away, yes, please. Why'd you run toward it, you freaking moron? Anyways, though, go up here. Killer axe, won't be able to do anything. Ugh! I think the hit range is supposed to be Tomas. Like, cause this fool has like 9. Oh no. Oh, it's like the freaking archer. Of course it is. Yeah. Well, we're gonna just snip that in the bud. Can we? I was about to say, can we hit him with that? No, we can't. Yeah, because I selected on the wrong character. What we need is Dorothea. She needs to nuke that guy from orbit. No. Let's go with Meteor. Bye-bye! Ugh, drop Meteor on him. I love that skill. It's really dumb with how much damage you can do. Oh wow, we even did some pretty hefty damage to Solon. Or Tomas, whatever that guy's name is. I really don't care. I'm going to shoot him in his face hole with that lightning. Okay, let's hurry up. Alright, we're already approaching a pretty long mark. Let's hurry up, in my opinion. Take you out with the killer axe. Beep. And Ilgard's pretty close to mastering, Wyvern Lord. Not Wyvern. It's Wyvern Lord or Wyvern Rider. I keep forgetting, like, the difference because I really don't care. We have Saita Sariel and Darkseal. Oh, you have a Crescent Sickle. I want that. You have one too. I want that too. Okay, now I think we have the difference in model. Wait, do we? No, we don't. I thought we would. I guess it is because I was highlighted on them that I was like, oh, now we get a difference model. Not really. We'll just take off and put the Wu Dao on. And do that as well, just for, I don't know, potatoes. Potatoes. That's why we do it for potatoes. The power of potato soap. Go over here. Who else do we need to move? Or we need to move. Who was it? Lysithea. I am tempted to send Lysithea into the fray. Oh look, he's coming closer. That's on him. Alright, oh hey look, we dodged. Okay, good. We only have to worry about one more of these guys. That doesn't matter because, you know, we dodged those and it really doesn't matter. Oh look, you dare challenge me? Bye-bye! Oh, is Manuela our object? I didn't even notice.
Should I have held back?
It don't matter if you held back, because they wouldn't have survived anyway. Alright, so... Ow! I am, like, picking at something. Yeah, I gambled, so they might... yeah, no. Thank goodness, because if they hit us, that would have been annoying. Alright, so now I think if we save all the villagers, we really don't have to worry about anything anymore. This will be the last chest. Alright, let's see what we get. A Horse Slayer, really doesn't matter. Okay, so let's get Lysithea. We're gonna attack with the good old spells you all know and love. Oh wow, he can still like one-shot us, which is kind of funny. But like, hey, look. And I don't care. You're the one who's gonna suffer. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
The Death Knight was just a distraction. Let's concentrate on killing Solon.
Jeez, you can't just say that. You can't just say you're on a live somewhere in a video. This is YouTube, even though this is a video game. Let's go right here and take you out because you're a bow user and bow users suck against flying units. And I mean they suck for them, not against them. Alright, we're gonna throw Dorothea up here. We're gonna take out you with the thunder beep.
All roses have thorns.
There we go. Pretty easy. Crescent Sickle, set that away. We're gonna take care of you. Alright, there we go. Felix with the damage. I'm surprised he hasn't proc the Crest of Fraldarius a bunch. Especially in this map where you think he would constantly get it.
We've rescued as many as we can. Now it's time to capture Sylvain.
Yeah, it's like, alright, yeah, the main goal is to save as many as you can, which I was focused on doing anyway. Like, you get better rewards that way. Anyways, though, we go in with the Wu Dao, because, you know, we are an assassin right now.
A chance to grow.
And we're gonna have Bernadetta do her thing with a killer bow. And I'm probably gonna make her reclass back into an archer. Just pair her up with Byleth and give her the, what was it, the,
Great work.
I'm trying to remember the experience gem where it like doubles her like experience game. Like, all right, we really don't need to be here. It's going to take too long. And now with this, I think Jiro actually comes closer to a deal with you guys. And like we're barely getting experience from this. That's why I'm like, it's not doing anything for us. Like, oh look, Nosferatu does nothing. Even though I'm a Wyvern Rider where I should have horrible res growth. And like I remember when I first played this, like I was losing soldiers left and right. I was going very slow about this. We really don't need all the experience. I'm just gonna send Violet then. Alright, Violet, time to take out Solon because it'll be easy peasy.
Ah, the cursed Fellstar. This will be a fine opportunity to measure your power.
There's my power for you.
Why have you gone after this village? What are you planning?
I could have conducted this experiment on any test subjects. Now that I have what I came for, I must bid you farewell.
Wait! Damn it, he's gone.
We let him get away. I'll survey the village. There may still be enemies in hiding.
You saved all the villagers! And you received extra large bullion. Send that to the convoy. Advanced sale, we don't really need it, because you can buy these now, and you can get them from the pagan altar. So, it only took 5 turns, but it felt like forever, because I had to explain everything. And Edelgard's motivation maxed out, because I believe she saved 2 villagers. Woo! That's actually good for us.
Looks like we somehow managed to sort things out, and casualties were kept to a minimum.
A minimum, yeah.
They said
sure.
They weren't picky about who they used as their test subjects. Because of them, the people of Remire village.
There you are.
That armor. So, you're the Flame Emperor.
Yes, the infamous Flame Emperor who we've seen 3 times in story, twice per character. Yes, I murked him. Twice. How's that scar healing on his face hole?
Oh, we've met all right. But back to you. You're the one responsible for the destruction of this village.
Do not get the wrong idea.
What in blazes does that mean?
It is true that I am working with Solon, but that does not mean our objectives are the same. Had I known they planned to do this, I would have stopped it. You have my word.
Yeah, your word's worth so much when you're working with the creepy face dude who wanted to experiment on random people.
Your words are meaningless. Now, I'll have to insist that you accompany us back to the monastery.
I cannot abide that. However, if you wish to join forces, I will hear your plea.
Excuse me, what? Yeah, my said like, what? Why?
If left to their own devices, they will commit countless more violent acts like this one. Do you not wish to prevent that?
You're working with them, can't you stop them? Like, I know what's gonna go on, but my thought process is like, why can't you stop them? That'd be my first questions. Like, why can't you stop them if you're working with them? Yeah, no, why would I join your cause? even if I had the sword of creator. Like, Solon's already not a threat. You saw what I did to his face with one. I'm pretty sure my face would have made this man's head concave.
Pity, though not unexpected. Pray that you do not live to regret your choice.
Gerald, Professor, have you seen Lady Edelgard?
Excuse me, what?
What's wrong, kid? Huh? Oh, damn it!
Yeah. Go ahead.
He's gone. Hey, I've been meaning to talk to you. Since coming to the monastery, you've changed.
And this is why I don't like part of this is like I don't like Three Hopes, because it just so drastically changes the story. If they made it like Warrior style with just I wouldn't say with just the main story, because the story is still garbage, but like, you think this game and Hopes have the perfect potential to have a golden timeline.
You've been angry since we first arrived in Remire village, and you look so happy when you're instructing the brats. Before the monastery, I'd never seen you bear your emotions like that. Not once. Then perhaps it's a good thing we came to the monastery. If only so I could see your face lit up like that. Or maybe there was never any reason for us to leave the monastery in the first place.
The plot thickens.
Though I suppose it may be nearly that time. Come to my office when you next have a moment to spare. There's some...
Oh crap, alright, that was
What
on
was
me.
that about? I can't recall a time of old when you were at the monastery.
How would you know? You weren't even... Alright, here, I'll
Come to
replay
my
that.
office when you next have a moment to spare. There's something I need to tell you.
Yeah, it's just like, how would she know? It's like, oh, just was that about? I can't recall a time of old when you weren't where you were at the monastery. I guess she could, like, you could travel through time and she just shifts through your memories and all, but come on. Like, then again, what does Siltus do in your head all day? Just sit there? Does she have a Nintendo Switch? She's able to get an invitation to Smash, so maybe she has internet access. Does his brain connect to the internet?
Professor, I don't know if this is appropriate to say, but admirable work out there.
Why? Why wouldn't you think it was appropriate? I guess it's like,
Really
you couldn't
believe
save
we did all
everyone,
that
I
we
suppose. I believe we did all we could. I wish that were true. You
Gerald
want to
said the
save
same
everyone
thing.
you possibly can.
We must try to stay positive, even through the horror. I hear the so-called Flame Emperor appeared in Remire village as well.
Is it just me, or does the middle of the screen look weird? Does it even look like it's like you're trying to crop two images together, and it just looks like you have one side and you have the reverse side?
Hubert told me
It
that we
looks
spoke
like that.
with
Look at that bench right there. That one right there in the middle. It looks so weird.
Really? Is that what you want, Professor?
Probably not. Because let's think about this
That makes
realistically.
sense. It's hard to trust someone without knowing who they are, or how they're connected to all this.
You seem oddly passionate about this, and your face became very angry. What are you
Even if
hiding,
he wants you as an
Edelgard?
ally, his objectives are still unclear. If the Flame Emperor truly wishes to make use of your power, perhaps someday he will appear before you without his mask, and you can look in his eyes and decide what you believe.
Uh-huh. Suspicious.
Adel, I need to ask you something. Oh, I'm so sorry. Did I interrupt?
Yes, you did. Monica, leave us alone.
No, not at all. If you'll excuse me, Professor.
You did well handling that awful business in Remire village.
Oh my goodness,
I
how
am
long is
certain
this
the
gonna
goddess
go on?
shares in our grief at the senselessness of that calamity. More importantly, I was shocked to hear that our own Tomas was actually a dark mage.
Dark mages aren't bad. It's just that a lot of dark mages are bad.
I must reflect on our blindness.
You surely must. You failed to notice that a rat was hiding in your home. Pathetic.
Imagine if she could hear her right now.
Who are these wicked foes? How did Tomas escape your gaze?
Tomas came to the monastery 40 years ago, by recommendation of House Ordelia of the Alliance.
They had this plan in the work for over 4 decades. That's some dedication right there.
Around 8 years ago, he went back to House Ordelia, before returning to the monastery once again, just last year. After having worked at Garreg Mach for decades, why would he betray us now? Just what did he hope to accomplish?
Okay then, not 4 decades, probably 3 decades, if I'm being honest. Because it's like, alright, yeah, it's probably Tomas for a good portion of it. And then, you know, invasion of the body snatchers, Solon body hijacked him, and we got Tomas, with Solon wearing Tomas's skin, essentially. Ugh.
Yuritsa became a professor at the Officers' Academy because of a recommendation from the Imperial nobility.
And doesn't House Ordelia have connections to the Imperial nobility?
Supposing that he is the Death Knight, that means that our enemy is an organization that has taken root in at least 2 territories.
In the long history of the Church of Seros, no, long before even that, there have been an endless number of threats to the peace of Fodlan.
I'm pretty sure it's just been one. It's just been those who slither in the dark. I'm pretty sure it's just them. It's like, we are going to manipulate all the events so that we can get our salty run back against that goddess.
I believe that Solon and the Death Knight are merely one part of a much larger whole.
Gee, you think?
A threat to Fodlan's peace? That means we have no choice. We have to stop them all.
I have truly come to rely on you. I believe that the monastery
need to
will
stop.
remain safe so long as we have you. We do not yet know the enemy's objective or whereabouts. For now, please devote yourself to preparing for whatever comes next.
That is all for today.
Professor, please wait. I know there is much that you still do not understand. However, one thing is clear. You possess great power.
You possess the power to trap us all in an infinite time loop. I actually quite like it. I get to stare at you a lot more. Wait, what?
I believe that you are destined to be a source of great hope for all. In any case, I expect great things from you. Walk this world proudly, dear Professor. May the goddess Sothis protect you.
Hey, yo, wait,
Goddess
what?
Sothis? Is that what she just said?
Is something the matter? I see. Sothis is the goddess's true name. Please do not use it carelessly.
I mean, like, if you're being honest, you never hear anyone say, yeah, I know, it's like, don't use, it's like, basically, like, don't use God's name in vain. But it's like, you would think there'd be writings of Sothis' name, and it's just like, oh, here, do not say the goddess's name in vain. Something like that. You would think there'd be something around there. Or someone would have said that. Otherwise, this kind of comes out of nowhere. It's like, I've just never heard the goddess's name before. This man's never been to the monastery. I've never heard of your goddamn religion. You would think it would be unclear for him to not know the goddess's name?
Farewell.
Do not say something that we may regret. What exactly am I? For now, let's leave this place. Please, go.
I mean, if we look into heroes, it seems to imply that Sothis is above other dragon-like beings, like Naga, Duma, and Milla. We don't know what Naga is, though, like, because Naga is just like, oh, you have the power of Naga, yada, 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 yada. So it's like, is Naga the same race as Sothis and chooses to interact with humans, or is Sothis a being above Naga? Because Naga seems to be the most powerful of the dragons from what we see.